Good morning, my dear student. Myself Paulaj Viswas, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JS College of Engineering, Kolani. And the previous lecture, we have to discuss the material handling equipment and unit load. And today is my lecture number 4, and also discuss the materials handling principles. And basically, when you have to transfer materials from this one place to the another places, and also when you have to handle our materials the very easily and also keep safe and secure, and this will be transfer materials the one place to the another place. The few principles will be maintained, and this is called the materials handling principles. Materials handling principles, the outlines will be considered the principles of materials handling equipment, the selection of proper equipment, and principles of materials handling, the planning principles. The when you have to consider this the materials handling principles, then first will be required to this the plan this materials, and the how we have to transfer from this the one place to this another place. Basically we have to told this is the proper chalk out, the chalk out of this the transferring procedure, and how we have to transfer this materials, and also required to this the planning. And the planning principles, basically the all materials handling and storage activities need to be planned, and during to this the each and every places the all things you have to record to this the plan way, the or the without plan we cannot be done this the any type of job properly. For this the planning principle is the very much essential for the proper materials handling, or also utilization on this materials during to this the requirement, and there is the less effort will be there, and the planned and obtain maximum overall operating efficiency. And this will be things, and the hi friends, the basically the all you have to read this engineering, and also this is the engineer, and you have to require to this the minimum effort and maximum operating efficiency. For this the required to this the plan properly, then you have to overcome to obtain this the maximum overall operating efficiency also will be given. And the materials handling planning considered every move, every storage need, plant layout, and any delay in order to minimize the production cost. And basically as a production engineer you have to require to this the minimize the production cost, and during to this the production cost, the materials handling, the cost also will be the very essential things and the important things during to this the reducing the production cost. And your the storage plan layout and the all things, and the how your materials will be transferring process, there is the how many delay in or consider in order to the all things will be required the minimize the production cost, minimize the production cost. And the another thing is the system principles. The system principles also will be the essential things. The system concept is that all materials handling equipment should work together so that everything fits, and there is a record to this the each and everything will be fits, and this is your equipment, your the transforming materials, and the where places you have to the storage this materials, the which places you have to come this materials, the or the taken this material, the all things you have to record to this the system principles. And the another things, the system principles integrates as many steps in the process as possible into a single system, from the vendor through your the plant and out to your customers. And basically the your customer satisfaction also will be required, and also you have to transfer your materials to your customers. And then your the systems will be the very much essential. Your system will be the collapse, then you cannot be properly handle your materials, and also you cannot be transfer your materials properly through your the you cannot be taken the raw materials from this the vendor, and also you cannot be supply to your the output product to this the customers. And for this will be all things will be required to this the proper systematic way, and integrate as many handling activities as possible, encompassing full scope of operations like the receiving, storage, production, inspection, packaging, warehousing, and the shipping, transportations. The all things will be required to this the according to this the system principles. The integrate as many handling activities and you can see the full scope of operations, the receiving, and the suppose you can see the which places you have to receive your materials, that like the raw materials, and each and every industry you can see that like every industry, every production industry, the one is the receiving unit also will be there, the those person will be the received, and that like out the main gate, this gate will be the consider that this materials will be the inside the inside or the company or the factory. And another thing, your the storage, this is the big things will be considered our storage, and the storage this materials, the where this will be the just like the inventory, the inventory will be the control by this the storage, and the which places this materials will be the store and the properly, and also the how many materials will be storage inside of this materials, the all things will be the a data will be put the inside our computer, and also the build of materials will be a storage, the build of materials also will be the maintained or the store, and this store the each and everything, and the single pin also will be the mention the which places this will be the storage, and the which places also this is the have or not, and the production unit also the so many production will be required, and the after completion this product the which places will be the stacking or the storage, and the all things will be consideration. And the inspection these materials, these materials will be not the so good, and you cannot be the handled, and these things also will be the included in this system of this the production unit. And the packaging things will be that this will be basically the few places can see the during to this the automation systems we have to packaging these materials and the different production house, and during to this the packaging types we have to require to this the stamping on this the system, and during to this the in product to go to the customers, and require to this the stamping after packaging, and the warehouse, and the few times this the packaging materials we have to put up on this the warehouse, and during to this the warehouse you have to the pick up this storage this one, and also this will be the transfer properly, and the shipping few times you can see the shipping transportation, these things also will be the included to this the system principle. An example will be an oil company purchase the plastic bottles from an outside manufacturer. The bottles were packaged in a carton of 12 with separators in between. These cartons were placed on a pallet and shipped out to the company oil bottling plants. In the plants, the bottle were dumped onto a filling lines and filled with oil. The empty cartons was conveyed to the pack out end of this the filling line, and repacked with the 12 bottle. Close stack and on a pallet, and the shipping to this the customers, and basically this will be the wholly maintained to this the system principles, and basically this will be the empty cartons, again this will be the repack with the 12 bottles, this will be the close stacking and this pallet, this is things will be considered according to your the system principle, and during two systems will be maintained, then your production cost will be required to less, and the production cost also will, should be less, and your production cost should be less, then your company will be the survive in your the market very easily, and because of this will be the monopoly markets will be there in our the Indian economy, and also you have to sustain very easily, there is no difficulties will be come. Materials flow principles, materials flow principles, we can materials flow principles: plan, operation, sequence and equipment, the arrangement to optimize materials flow. Suggestions: eliminating obstacles from the materials flow, plan materials movement in a direct path, avoid the backtracking, zigzag movement, etc. And always you have to avoid this the zigzag way, and the zigzag way will be the not very well maintenance systems, and because of the zigzag movement, the time will be less, time will be reduces during to this the transport of this the materials, and also this sequential the distraction also will be found, and another thing is that the zigzag movement, etc. Use product layout where whenever possible keep related works areas close together, and these things will be the according to your the plan, operation, sequence and equipment arrangement to optimize materials flow principles will be considered. The all things will be placed to your the close together, and the simplification principles. The simplification principles will be consider that this is the reduce the combine or elementary unnecessary movement. Unnecessary movement is the movement and or elements it increase efficiency of materials handling suggestions. The applying principles of motions economy, and the avoid unnecessary handling equipment. Rehandling as much as possible will be there, and the rehandling procedures will be the very good simplification principles. And the planned direct movements, and the planned direct moves reduce to or eliminating long awkward or the complicated moves. The delivered materials at correct location first times, and you have to record the correct location, then you have to transfer your materials the very properly to this the correct place, then you have to the reduce to your the transportation times, and also this will be the reduced to your the delay times will be reduced. The use materials out of this the original container, and the during to this the original container you have to out your materials, then this materials will be the keep safe properly, and there is the no distraction, and also there is the no difficulties will be comes on this materials because of your the original container. Then your the authentication will be found when you have to transfer this materials. The use materials out of original containers. The avoid use of variety of equipments, types, size and makes. All times you have to avoid the variety of equipments. You have to putting the one type of one containers, you have to various type of materials, then this will be the very difficulties will be arise. And also you have to require to the packaging at the disassemble times, and the packaging times also will be the excess, and also this will be the separation times also will be there. Then for this the avoid use of the variety of equipments, type, size and the mix, and the plan adequate materials handling equipment capacity. Do not mechanize unnecessarily. And a few times we can see the few materials handling person, the you have to mechanize the unnecessary mechanized will be there. Then we have to do not mechanize the unnecessarily. Gravity principles, and the few times we can see the gravity principles also will be the very essential. The utilize gravity to move materials whenever the practicable suggestions. Use the gravity to move materials whenever the practicable suggestions. Use roller conveyors, slide suits between the equipment process, and use the ramp between varying works or the floor levels, and use sloping floor from materials movement by hand trucks is mainly in on reactions, and use the spiral suits or fitted machines of at different floors. Space utilization principles. Space utilization principles. It is to make optimum or utilizations of this the cubic capacity of the warehouse, and also the space utilization principle is the very important in our the materials handling principles, because of the your all places we can see the space is not more than sufficient, and then you have to require to this the stacking on that point, and this stacking also will be the one by one will be placed, and few times you can see the you have to good maintenance procedure will be there, and due to the space utilized properly, and your production unit and also your the storage unit can be close together, then you have to the space will be the properly utilized, and the few times we have to see the not will be the properly used to your the space, then the more space will be required, and this more space will be placed in your the in your industry. This is the very difficulties, and we can see the small scale industry, and the one shade will be here, and but there is the no the proper the available space will be there, then these places you have to require to this the proper utilization of the space, then you have to given this the proper production units, and also the product the properly you have to handle your materials, then this will be the control your the loss of materials, and the make of optimum use of this the building volumes, the unit size principles, the strength, durability, versatility, the weights, size, cost, and the ease of use must all be considered when the choosing a unit loads. And the another thing is that it is to increase the quantity, size, or weight of unit loads or the flow rate. The unit size principle is the very much essential. The because your the unit is the so much high, then your the materials will be movement properly. There is the strength, and also you have to take in the more water will be accepted, and the when according to this the market availability, you have to mass production will be there, and also you have to the one unit, and also your the versatile product will be produced in this the one unit. And the when this will be the unit size is the unit size is big, this will be the very good procedures. And also the strength and durability, versatile, weight, size, cost, and easy of use, and this is the very good procedures, and very this will be fruitful for this the production industry. And but we can see in our the different places there is the not the large size unit will be there in inside of this the industry. Then this will be the small scale, and also the small particles will be produced the one unit, and the another unit you have to produce to this the another parts. And sometimes you can see suppose the one car will be produced, and this car will be the different component, the different some component will be produced to this the different group. And also you have to come to this the group technology. The group technology you have to different grouping of this the materials will be the produced to this the different group. And also the this materials also will be the assembled on a same unit on unit, and this assembled materials will be the supply to this the customers, and this will be the service. And this the group technology also will be the very good procedure, that this will be also the unit size the different, the not will be the large unit you have to handle, and the large unit you have to cannot be established. Then you have to the group you have to establish the more number of units. Then all units you have to put up in a also you have to assemble these materials. Then you have to survive the all persons, and as like the different units you have to produce the different materials, and then you have to supply to this the different quantity or the different places. It is to increase the quantity, size, or weight of unit loads or the flow rate. And the mechanization principles, the mechanization principles also will be the very much important. It is to add power to eliminate manual moving. The manual few times we have to require the mechanization principles will be there. The manual moving we have to avoid it. We have to give them some the equipment, and this equipment also will be the transfer your materials during to this the mechanical weight. And there is the different type of equipment also will be the use, but not will be the manually will be transferred to this the materials. And the mechanization implies the use of mechanical tools to aid into movement of materials. The automation principles, the automation principle will be the very much effective in our production unit. That means the today the manual labor will be less effective, and just like the manual labor, that means the labor cost will be the very high. And also the automation system, the at a time we have to produce the so more quantity very easily, and also the more than 50,000 quantity will be produced to this the automation process. And there is the one person will be standing to this the switch on and switch off, and this is the not so the so much labor will be required to this the automation system. And this automation system basically is the more effective during to the flexible manufacturing system, as well as the mass production, as well as the base production systems. And the automatic storage and the retrieval systems place materials into storage racks automatically and remove it when the needed. And the another thing, this will be the rack, this will be the placed on this the rack. There is the no manual labor will be required to this the stacking systems, and there is the no removal systems will be there, and only the automation procedure will be implemented. And the automation is the way of the future, this even user of manual systems must consider when it can be justified. The provide the we have to see the when you're the waste management also will be done to this the automation systems, and the different bin systems also will be used, and these bin systems not will be manually the transfer materials, and from this the dust or this the waste cannot be collected manually. Then this waste you have to the put up from this the different type of different place of customers, this will be, and area peoples this are put up on this the bin, and this bin will be the circulated during to this the automation systems, and also this will be the different hopper will be included, and during to this the hopper, and this materials will be transferred properly, and there is the no excess labor will be recorded. The automation is the way of the future. This even user of the manual systems must consider when it can be justified. Provide automation to include production, handling and storage functions, and the equipment selection principles. And the equipment selection principles is the very much essential, because of the equipment is used according to your requirement, according to your the different type of industry. You have to use to this the different type of equipment. The few places we can see the less price equipment will be used, and the few places you have to use to this the more price equipment also will be transferred to this the material. Suppose the crane and also hoist, and this will be not required to this the each and every industry, and for this the equipment selection principle is the much more essential for this the materials handling procedures. The before selecting materials handling equipment, consider all aspects of materials handling, that is the materials to be handled, moves to be made, the method to be utilized, and the standardization principles. Standardization principles will be the another essential things. The because of the all things you have to consider according to your the standard, the your materials will be transferred properly. Then you have to require to your the standardize, and you cannot be standard your materials, then your materials will be not movement properly, and the materials handling method and the equipment should be standardized to the extent possible. The use standardized containers, use the parts standard types and the size of equipment, use standard size of pallet to feed products by size and the equipment and transport tracks, and all things you have to require to this the standardized. Suppose the a oil container and the a 1 liter oil will be transferred from this the one point to the one place to the another place, and also this will be go to your the customer from this the production unit, and you cannot be given a standard bottle, then this bottle will be leakage, and also reputation also will be the damage in your industry. For this the your reputation damage, then you have to very difficult to survive in your industry, and for this the standardized container will be the much more effective when you have to transfer these materials the one place to the another place, and the standard size of pellets, that this will be the also will be the essential, and the not will be the reduces the few quantity, and the reduces of the or the enlarging some quantity, this will be the difficulties, and sometimes we cannot be the cannot be maintain your the standard, and this you have the difficulties, and according to your the defect will be come in your the production units, and the flexibility principle is the adaptability principles, and this flexibility and adaptability principle is the much more essential. The few times we can see the few materials handling required to this the flexible, the use method and equipment which can perform different tasks, and the applications will be required, and the dead weight principles, do not buy equipment that is bigger than necessary, and this will be the very difficult, and when the very difficulties will be required, will become when the bigger unnecessary bigger materials you have to the dump in your the industry, and these materials you have to require to this the conservation or the storage place will be the required, and another essential product cannot be placed when you have to remove this type of materials from this your place, and for this the do not buy equipment then that is bigger than necessary. Okay, and reduce the dead weight movement. And always you have to require, always you have to consider the dead weight movement also will be the reduces. And the few times we can see the this movement, the more than 2 times you have to move from this the one place to the another place, and the few days later you have to again this will be the movement from the one to another place. And this you have to always the storage your materials and the close to your the users places, and also you have to loading the loading and unloading, and also this will be the place the one time, and the another movement will be reduces. And the movable materials handling equipment should be made of lightweight materials like the aluminum, magnesium, etc. Use lightweight pallets, skids, container, and the etc. also will be the required the lightweight, and also the consider or the expandable pallet containers, etc. The select lightweight equipment for the light load equipment for this the light loads. And another thing is that the unitization principles, materials handling equipment and operators should be used fully, and for this will be required to this the unitization principles. And you cannot be utility fully, then this will be the ideally times will be idle time, and the ideally the labor cost also will be the use, then the ideally the your the equipment also will be the ideally, then you have to reduce to this the ideal time, then your the production cost also will be the less. And always you have to consider due to the utilization principle, that like you have to reduce to this the ideal time, and identify in the work required the number of times per day and the time required per move will help manage the workloads of both labor and equipment. And basically few times we can see that this equipment will be the you have to run this the first half, then the second half this is the all labor will be the sitting, ideally sitting, there is the no machines will be movement to this the second half, and this will be the very difficulties. And for this you have to concentration this idle time will be reduced, that means this will be slotting will be given, and this slotting time the all things that you have to use in your the labor as like as your the equipment, the first half and the second half, and the 1 or 2 hours will be required to this the rest times, and due to there is the no rest will be given on this the equipment, then this equipment will be the destroyed. And for this you have to require to this the slotting, the first half, second half, and also the how many times you have to the rest, and the all things you have to under the consideration of this the utilization principles. And the plan for optimum of utilizations of handling equipments and manpower, and you have to always consider to this the optimization of this the manpower and the handling equipments, and all things you have to require. And the maintenance principles, the each and every materials you have to equipment you have to require to this the maintenance. And sometimes we not only consider to your the equipment, and you have to your the materials that is the output product, and sometimes you have to raw materials, and these materials and where you have to place, and the few can say the not is the unused materials, the storage is the long time, then you have to require the maintenance properly. Or another thing is that your equipment not will be the proper maintenance, then this equipment will be not work in the when you have to require to your the production times. For this the maintenance principle is the very much more essential for this the materials handling systems. And the materials handling equipment the must be maintained. Preventative maintenance, periodic and planned, is cheaper than the emergency maintenance. Hence, a preventative maintenance programs including scheduled must be developed for each pieces of materials handling equipment. The do the scheduled maintenance and the repair of all materials handling equipment to minimize outstays. And another thing is the obstacle principles will be included to this the materials handling principles. The obstacles obsolescence principles will be the very essential. The sometimes we have to give in the as equipment were out, good maintenance records will help identify worn out equipments, replace obsolete handling methods and equipment by more efficient methods or equipments to improve operations. and this will be required the replace obsolete handling methods, and that means the few times we have to the backdated materials handling methods will be used, the few times we have to the replace this will be the these methods, and also you have to the new methods will be the included, and the control principles will be required, the use materials handling equipment to improve production and inventory control and other handling procedures, and the all previously you have to discuss this the inventory, and again you have to discuss this the what is the inventory control. The basically the different type of materials in our industry will be considered to this the three categories, the categorization of materials A, B and C categories, and the A categorized materials will be considered is the more than 80% cost of this industry is considered as the A categorized materials, and the B category materials will be considered is the 15% to 17% will be considered as the B categories percent of cost inside of this the industry will be considered to this the B categorization of materials, and again the C categorization of materials that this will be considered according to this the cost the 3 to 5% of this the of your industry, and that this will be used to the daily uses of this in industry, and just like the education industry you have to consider this is the building, and your the building lands and the different type of laboratory, this will be considered the A category materials, and similarly C category materials will be considered the chalk, duster, pen, pencil, these things will be considered as the C category materials, and similarly that these A, B and C category materials will be maintained as the storage, and this will be called the inventory control, and this inventory will be considered considered for this the to maintain the which type of order you have to take in, and how much order you have to supply to within the date, and which type of materials you have to the produce, then you have to consider when the order will be taken, and also you have to given the supply during to this within times, then this is the control by this the inventory, and during to this the inventory control a build of materials will be required to this the storage, and this storage will be maintained the who is the a data the where this will be the materials will be placed, okay, and also the which places you have to the vacant will be come, and this will be controlled by this the inventory control, and this equipment by the and also the inventory control and the order handling procedures will be maintained by this the inventory control systems, okay, and the capacity principles, the use of materials handling so that full production capacity can be achieved, use handling equipment to help achieve desired production capacity, and performance principles. The performance principles also will be the very much essential, select materials handling system with higher efficiency measured in terms of expense per unit load handling, and it is to determine effectiveness handling performance in terms of expense per unit handling performance of materials handling can also be calculated by ratio. This is the percent of materials handling equals to materials handling hours to the total labor hours. This will be considered. The selection of proper equipment. The various materials handling equipments can be performed the same operations. The success of an individual handling equipment or of a complete system depends largely upon the suitable for the materials it must handle. The proper choice of this the materials handling equipment requires knowledge of these operations, characteristics of various materials handling equipment, and throughout the understanding of this the production process and organizational setup of this the enterprise. The materials handling equipment selects can be decomposed into two stages. Determine the technical feasibility. The select materials handling equipment types that can satisfy the materials flow requirement from a technological perspective. The principal technical factors for the choice of the of types of materials handling equipment are the following. kinds and properties of loads to be handled. The unit loads for those types of loads, their form, weight, convenient, bearing surface or parts by which they can be suspended, brittleness, temperature, etc. are to be noted. Bark loads for those types of load size, lump size, tendency to cake, volume, specific weight, temperature, chemical properties, etc. are to be known. Repaired hourly capacity. The knowledge of hourly capacity is essential for the determinations of the type of operations. The operations can be either continuous or intermittent, and the direct and length travels. The directions can be horizontal, inclined or vertical. The distance that can be load moves may range from this the few millimeters to thousands of meters. Method of stacking loads at the initial, intermediate and the final points. Mostly unit loads are stored in stacks and the seamless wheel. Bark loads are the stored and in piles in the and bins. Characteristics of production process involving in moving loads. This is the most important factors to affect the choice of materials handling equipment for the movement of materials is closely linked with the manufacturing process. Consideration of the specific local conditions. This may include the shape and size of area, the types and design, the buildings, the possible arrangement of processing units and the ambient conditions, dust, humidity, temperature, pressure, etc. Determine economic feasibility. The from among the technically feasible equipment type, select the equipment type that is most cost effective given the materials handling requirements. This may include capital outlay, operation cost, consideration for further expansion, period of existence, kind of energy available and safety operation convenience. And another few example will be given inside of this, and the few MCQ questions will be considered. The following is the used to transport materials handling: flat bottoms, the belt conveyor, roller conveyor, chain conveyor, none of this above, and basically this will be the roller type of conveyor. And the following support from this the ceiling. Ceiling is the considered according to this the chain type of conveyor. Okay, thank you.